As we move into continuing our look at the Ableton Live integrated software instruments, we're going to move now to its basic synthesizer waveform playback device, and that is called the Simpler. So if we come over here to our device browser, we can open it up and pull a Simpler out. Now if you ever open this up and it's all a big mess, just double click. Now again, if you're following along and you have access to the project files, we're going to be using Instrument Demo. So again, once we load that up, we'll go to our browser, device browser up top, open up the Instruments folder, and come down to Simpler. I'm going to drag this straight onto the track and release. Now you notice it says drop sample here. It's indicating there's not going to be any sound made. If I play my keyboard, MIDI is coming in, but there's no sound coming out. Look here and we see triggering, but no sound till we get a sample in. Again, we're going to use the hot swap feature here, clicking on this, and it takes us to the presets. Now this allows me to take a moment to talk about something else in Ableton Live. A lot of these presets have a rectangular shape that are solid, and then some of the other ones have a rectangular shape that has a dividing line down them. If there's ever a dividing line, it's telling us this is part of a rack or a group of devices, and Simpler is one of them. Let's go with electric piano now by double clicking on that, and we see now that down here in the Simpler we actually have this. Let's play this pad or keys clip here and launch the drums with it. Okay, so now I'm going to come back and select this device, and we can see again the electric piano in place. We have the start point of the wave, then we have three other loop related factors, but they're kind of grayed out right now and nothing happens. And that's because we have to enable the loop here, and that allows us to get to these parameters. So this is where does the loop start. I'm bringing it back from the beginning toward the end. Once we've set a loop start point, we can then change the length from the tail and compress that forward and backwards. Now as you're setting these, you might want to zoom in and check what the wave looks like more closely. You can easily do that. It's just like in the overview of the arrangement. You can click and hold, drag upwards to zoom out, and drag down to zoom in. Now this looks a little fuzzy, but that's because actually we're seeing two waves, the left and the right side, on top of each other, superimposed. Okay, back to the device Simpler. Snap locks your loop points to 0 crossings. We have a filter down here that we have on and off. What type of filter? We have 6 different modes, plus a notch. Then we have cutoff frequency and resonance. Over here we have an envelope generator, 4 points, ADSR as it's commonly called, for the volume. Clicking on this tab brings it online for the parameters for the filter envelope generator. Now notice we have a yellow box here that disables or enables the filter envelope generator. Below that we have a pitch envelope generator, and again a box next to that that enables or disables the envelope generator for that. So we actually have 3 envelope generators, and we just gain access to their controls by clicking on these tabs. Below that we have an LFO, and we have a basic transposition and detuning factors for the tuning of the oscillator in general. How much LFO goes to pitch, envelope generator to pitch, glide or portamento, and spreading the wave out from left to right. And over here we have some basic settings for volume, LFO to volume, velocity to volume, and polyphony. How many voices, how many notes can I play without this going out? So the Simpler again is very, very efficient and streamlined for a basic sampler. Okay, next we're going to take a look at the Operator FM synth.